Hello and welcome to What You Need to Know for Sound Operators. We're going to have some tutorials about some various different pieces of equipment that you need to know how to operate. Several videos on the Surface controller here. We're also going to talk about Ableton, Virtual Sound Check, QSYS control system, live stream. This is not a series to replace in-person training. You need to be able to come on a Wednesday for rehearsals, to come on Sundays, to watch someone who is experienced, whether it's me or another volunteer. Trust me, it's a very simple job. There's really very few things that you need to keep track of. You need to come and get your hands on these faders and start moving stuff around. To start off this series, we're going to talk about the fader banks. On the Surface controller right here, we have 3 banks. Bank 1. In the center, we have bank 2, and on the right, we have bank 3. In each bank, we have layers of channels here, so we can scroll through the layers of these channels and everything is labeled. We've got these labels that label everything. For instance, on bank 1, layer A, we've got the drums. On layer F, we've got the multi-tracks. Everything that is in bank 1, these are all of our input channels. Band instruments, the drums or microphones, vocal microphones, stage microphones, and speaking microphones and talkback microphones as well. Usually on a Sunday, you are going to be on layer C of bank 1, and this is what gives you access to the vocal microphones. You are only really interacting with the vocal microphones on a Sunday morning. So we're going to go ahead and leave this layer open right here. We'll go ahead and move to our second bank. Up here at the top, we've got our DCAs. You can think of these as master volumes for everything that's over here in our inputs bank. So we've got a volume control for all of our drums, for the bass and the guitars and the keyboards, for the vocal microphones and for the tracks. So we've got all of these volume controls here on the center bank. This is what you're going to interact with on a Sunday morning as well. We've got another master volume control. It's the one that's on the very right side of the bank over here. This one is for our effects. On layers E and F, we've got these red and green channels. These are our effects channels. We do have another DCA right here. That is this white channel in the middle of all these right here. That is a master volume for the vocal effects. Again, on a Sunday morning, you are going to be living on layer A of bank 2, so you have access to volume controls for all of our band instruments over here. Now the final bank, bank number 3 over here, is a lot of different things. On this first layer right here, we've got our media channel right here, and this is all of the audio that comes from ProPresenter, which sits just to our left. We've also got a channel right next to that for our Apple Music. On a Sunday morning, you will be using these faders quite a bit. Also on this layer A, we've got MC microphones and pastor microphones. On layers B and C of bank 3, we've got these yellow channels right here. These are in-ear monitor mixes. Each of the members of the band has an in-ear monitor. They can hear a mix of everything that is coming through the speakers out here. It's really hard to play in time and on pitch and in key when you can't properly hear yourself. So these in-ear monitors allow the band to hear themselves. These in-ear monitor mixes are something that you need to learn how to use because at rehearsals, we are using these quite a bit. Members of the band, they are asking us to send more or less of these instruments to them using these channels. In-person training is key for this. You need to learn how to use these IEM channels. On layer F of bank 3, we've got a couple more things. Our room microphones that sit on the stage. We've also got these yellow and purple channels right here, and these send all of our audio to the main speakers in the room and also to the live stream, back on the live stream booth back over here. You're going to have MC and pastor microphones, DCAs, and your vocal microphones. That is what you need access to on a Sunday morning.